So traders, in this video, I want to read out an email that I recently got, and to keep the privacy from the person who sent me an email, I'm just going to leave out their name. But I'm going to read through this email because I think a lot of traders, in particular me, when I first started trading, and it took me a long time to overcome this to help me become a good trader in the markets. Okay. Now, if you would like me to answer it, and if you'd like me to do a video based on a question that you have, like something like this or something else, then just email me at my last name, HOWELL, howtrader@gmail.com. Just email me the question you have. And if I think it's a good question, then I might do a good video on it and to help you out. So let's actually go through this email. He says, "Hi, John. I just want to say that I appreciate all the beneficial posts and videos that you are putting out as they're helping me immensely with my trading. Firstly, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. I'm really glad that they've been helping you out. I just need some advice on an issue I'm currently facing in my trading. I noticed that the past couple of months, 50% of the trades I took did not follow my plan." Now, for the person who actually wrote this email, I feel for you. I really do. I feel for you because this is the path that in order for you to become successful. And I'll talk more about that as we go along. He says here, "Is there any techniques or advice you can give me as to reduce the number and become more consistent when following the plan? Any help would be greatly appreciated. Thanks." And I'm really grateful for this email because this is one of the biggest things that stops traders from getting here. Okay, because here's the thing: if we want to get ahead in the markets, the number one thing we must do, right, is we have a plan. All right, and we do whatever we can to follow that plan. Now, where do we go wrong in this situation? We do what? We start to take 50% of the trades. We start to take other trades that are based on what we think, what we hope, or what we fear. Okay. Now, let's actually reverse engineer this, and this is what I had to do first. Okay. If we know that if we stop taking trades that what we think or hope or we fear, that we think it's a good trade or we hope it's a good trade or we're fearful of missing out, think, hope, or fear. If we know that when we take those trades based on that don't follow the plan, that we're actually stopping ourselves from moving forward. But then we know if I just stuck to my plan 100%, then I'm going to do well in the markets. I know I can. And so what I did to actually overcome this, and you may want to try something like this. What I did is I started taking a spreadsheet of all the trades, okay? All the trades. I take this trade, this trade, this trade, this trade, this trade, this trade, this trade. And at the end of the month, I would calculate all the trades. I'd say, okay, cool. 50% of my trades that I took met the plan. If I just stuck to my plan, how would I have gone? Now, 90% of the time, it's going to be I did well that month. Now, and then when you look at that, right, and then you say, okay, cool. Now, in total, how did I do? And probably pretty much like most people, I would say, I didn't do well this month because I still am taking, like in this case, 50% of my trades are still not meeting the plan. So I would take that and then I would say, okay, cool. I would have had a positive month this month. I would have made money this month. But because I'm still trying to jump into what I think or what I hope or what I fear, it's actually slowing me down from getting ahead of the markets. Okay. Now, a good trader is a good trader because he's just consistent at following his plan. So once I started recognizing this, then I started realizing how much money I was actually losing based on that action. And then when I started to realize, I thought, hang on a minute, if I just stick to my plan 100% or close to 100%, then I know I'm going to do well. Okay, so here's what I did to start minimizing that. I was the same as you. Actually, it was actually a lot worse. It was like 80% shit, 20% good, meaning meet the plan. And then I do that for a couple of months, and then I started to go 60-40, 60% shit, 40. And then it went down to like 30-70. And then it went down to 30-70, and then it went down to, I have to say, like 10-90, where 10% of the trades I took were shit trades, and 90% of the trades were planned trades. And right now it's probably around about, say, I'd have to say, if I'm honest with you guys, throughout the year, I'd have to say probably about 1%. Well, it's probably about 1% of the trades that I take to this day are based on that. Are based on on that are based on that, and then 99% of the trades I would take, probably let's just say 2%, and then 98% of the trades are based on the plan. All right. So here's what I did to help myself with this through here. I said, okay, if I'm about to take a trade and I know it's not based on my plan, I automatically have to say to myself, is this a moving toward action? I mean, is this helping me? Am I going to, this trade I'm about to take, is it actually going to help me move forward towards my goals? Yes or no? And if it's or does it meet my plan? Yes or no? Therefore, it's not going to help me move forward in the long run. And it's only after you do that for a couple of months that you start to see that how much that is actually hurting you. So you start to link so much pain to taking crap. And then you start to what's the word for it? Then you start to when you do that. So next time next time you go to take a trade that doesn't meet your plan, you'll say, you know what, I've been here before and it's not good, and so therefore I need to not take this trade. Okay, so within all this, this is probably one of the best things that I did to help me stick to my plan. I took it one day at a time, okay? Because it's all about a habit. If I know that I have a plan over here, and if I stick to my plan, I'm going to make money. If I don't stick to the plan, that's D for don't stick to the plan, I'm going to lose money. That's me losing money, okay? So if I know that, then how can we create, it's all based on your habits, right? It's your habits. Based on what you think or hope or fear. Firstly, stop watching shit. That's the first thing. The next thing I want to say is that how we actually do this is you need to take it one day at a time. Give yourself a challenge. So you know what? For the next 30 days, I'm not going to focus on the money. I'm not going to focus on how much money I'm making. I'm not going to focus on, how much money I could be making and all this sort of stuff that happens in the markets. Okay? I'm not going to focus on that. What I am going to focus on is I'm going to focus it on day by day by day. So today, let's just say let's just take this off the screen here. So what I'm going to do is today, which is day one. This is day one here. Day one today. My whole sole purpose is not to focus on money. I'm building and developing habits that's going to lead me into becoming a successful trader. And what is that? Today, I am not going to do anything unless it meets the plan. I'm just not going to do anything. And if there's a trade there, if there's a trade where I think I feel like, no, my whole sole purpose for today is do nothing but only trade the trades that meet my plan 100%. That's it. Okay. And nothing else matters. All right. And again, forget the money, forget you trying to make money. What you're doing is developing habits. When you develop good habits, those habits will then lead into you doing really, really well. Okay. Then day two, I'm going to do the exact same thing, right? Day two. And then what you do, right? Then day two, and you do that day 3, day 4, all the way up to day 30. And what you want to do is you want to give yourself a reward. Okay. You want to give yourself a reward. So if you went through this give yourself a 30-day challenge. So you know what? Over the next 30 days, I'm going to do this, but forget the 30 days. Forget the 30 days in your mind. You go and do this for 30 days, but today you're going to focus 100% on taking trades that meet the plan, and that's it. Okay? Forget trying to make money from the markets, because that's where you're going wrong, and you're thinking like, oh, I can make money here, I can make money here, I can make money here, I can make money here. And when you're trying to think about making money, that's the wrong thing to do. You should be focusing on, I'm going to take trades that meet my plan. And if I develop those good habits every day where I'm only focusing on taking trades that meet my plan, i.e., you're saying today I'm doing nothing until it meets my plan. And if you do that consistently, guess what? You're now likely to do well out of trading. And on day 30, if you've actually stuck to that, if you've done that, okay, if you've done that throughout 30 days, probably two things are likely to happen. One is you'll probably actually make money that month because you've stuck to the plan. And secondly, your confidence in your ability, your confidence in just sticking to that plan, even if you took 50% less trades than you normally would, you made money that month. Then you start to build confidence like, less is more in the markets. I don't need to trade a lot. I just need to stick to my plan. And that's when you start to develop confidence. And in that confidence, you start to link so much pain to going back the old way. And then it starts to turn the wheels, and it starts to turn from there. And that's when you start to develop and this is developing the habits of you starting to move forward. So not only do you actually make money, but you build your confidence, and then you build your confidence, and it's from that confidence, okay? It's from that confidence, that's when you can start to really, really, really grow. And when you do take a crap trade, you say, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have taken that. And you go straight back to being 100% disciplined. And that's how you knock it out. But it's not going to happen straight away. It takes time, right? That's where you need to give yourself a challenge. But you need to take it one day at a time. Give yourself a 30-day challenge, but take it one day at a time. And say, once again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's so important. Today, I'm not doing anything until it meets my plan. Period. That's all I'm doing. Okay? And then and then so on and so forth, right? Now what you want to do is you want to give yourself a reward as well too. So not only the confidence and so on and so forth, but you say, you know what, at the end of the month, if I do that, then I'm gonna shout myself to gelato or pizza or I'm gonna buy a nice shirt or something like that, right? Have a reward there, so you're being pulled towards that. Be pulled towards you actually doing that. So I hope this really helped you out. I know I talked about a few things and I did repeat myself a few times, but I'm trying to drive home the things that's so important to do. And once you start to develop, as you can see, right, forget focusing on money. Forget trying to make money. Okay, that's the wrong focus. Focus on developing habits that's going to help you stick to the plan 100%. And then by default, you're likely to make money. Most traders focus on making money. Therefore, that's what they're focused on. So therefore, they lose. I focus on trading well, like what I'm talking about now. And the default is that I do well in the markets. I hope that helps you out. Hey traders, before you go, make sure you head on down to johnsfreegift.com because I'm giving away a brand new trading course. It's 10 videos long, over 12 hours long. We've got the foundations, we've got chart reading strategies, we've got a couple of different trading systems there, the mindset, the differences between people who do really well and people who don't do well, and so much more. If you're struggling with your trading right now, then you need to get access to this trading course. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now to get free access to this complete trading course right now.